This is a resume review of a software engineer. What kind of software engineer, you ask? I have no idea. You don't want your recruiter to not know what kind of software engineer you are. So in corporate world, this goes for basically everybody. Generalized resumes do not work. This person has a ratio of 150 to 1, which is 150 applications to 1 interview. And I bet the reason for that is they did not specify. So generalized resumes do not work. You cannot say I'm a software engineer. You have to say I'm a front-end developer, I'm a back-end developer, and if you're going back-end, you need to pick the actual stack. And if you're a full stack, it matters. That is the most important part. So I'm expecting this to be generalized, which is why it's not going to work. And probably the formatting's bad. Off the corner of my eye, I can see it. I can already see the formatting's not that great. So I am a corporate recruiter and I review resumes that people send me. Feel free to send yours below. It's all for free. And if you need more help, stop by my live stream at Headless Headhunter on Twitch, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. to 2 PST. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's roast this resume, which I really don't like doing because this means people are not getting jobs, but at least this way you'll learn. So I want to make sure this is the harshest review you ever get so that you can start getting jobs, because it's rough, man. Like the job market sucks, like flat out. Even with a good resume, it still sucks. So I don't know what we're looking for, and formatting wise, I want this. This is how I think a good format should be. Link is in the description below. So University of blah, blah, blah. Okay, this should be 2 lines max. I don't see a reason this should be more than that. Startup. This is hard to read. Okay, this is why your formatting's not good. This is hard to read. None of this should all be Arial 10.5. No bolding, no italicized, except for your actual, like, this part should be italicized, nothing else. Backend responsibilities, RESTful API, Java, JavaScript, and that's it. That's all I have. Okay, I don't care about the rest of this, because like I want to be clear. I need to relook at my JavaScript keywords, but even if some of these are not correct, I barely see any of these. Java, Cloud, Spring, Selenium, SQL, anything JS, JavaScript, Maven, full stack is a bonus. Apache, Rust, AI, that kind of stuff. I don't see any of that. I only see Java and Spring and JavaScript. That's 3. I don't see the others. And, like Selenium, and there's another one I'm forgetting we need to add. But yeah, there's not enough here. DevOps, AWS. Okay, there we go. That's 1. CI/CD is 2. God, I can't read this. This is why your formatting is hurting you, is you actually have SQL, which is good, but it's hard as hell to read and people may miss it. Stop bolding this, because I don't care about Mongo repository. I care about SQL or CI/CD or AWS. Your bolding makes it worse. God, there's so much here that's chaos. If you fix the formatting and just add a couple of keywords and de-techify the stuff I don't care about, you'll probably get way more interviews. But the reason this is getting 150 to 1, which is 150 applications to 1 interview, is it's hard as hell to read. I can't find what I needed. You bolded almost every single wrong word, and it's a generalized resume. I assume this is for a back-end Java position. Here, RESTful API, that's a keyword. I missed it because it was not bolded. Okay, stop bolding. Nothing here should be bolded. This resume does not work. You just listed every single key. I need to know how you do it, and I need you to focus. I need this resume to be focused on a tech stack. Pick a tech stack, front end, back end, full stack. If it's back end, pick Java, Python, C, or whatever. Pick the stack, then write your resume based on it. Because the rest of this, there's so much information here that a recruiter only has 15 seconds, and they are going to miss what they actually need to move you forward. So this resume fails because it's a nightmare to read, and I can't find the keywords I want in the time allotted. I give resumes here like 10 times more time than I would be able to physically do it in a high volume environment. So next resume. This is a resume review of a front-end software engineer. Front end. They told me front end. I forgot to put that in. They are in chat right now, so after I review their resume, I'm going to go over this in a much deeper format than I normally do, than the YouTube videos. But for the sake of this YouTube video and everybody else's knowledge, what we're going to be looking for in a front end is JavaScript, React, AngularJS, HTML, CSS, PHP, SQL, Scrum, Agile, RESTful APIs, SEO, WordPress, Git, Docker, Jira, Vue, Next. And a bonus will be any of these. These are not required, but they are nice to have. So any extra languages, cloud, any cloud, UI, UX, SASS, and TypeScript. Those are benefits, not required, but nice. So, let's see. Their ratio is... I have no idea. We do not know the ratio. So, formatting-wise, I don't like it, which probably shouldn't shock a lot of people. It's not the worst, though. Like, again, there's so much color here. You really want your resume to look boring. I really want people to write their resumes like a government form, which is why I like this, because the more boring and basic the resume, the better. But, let's see. Don't care about this. Don't care about this. Don't care about this. Don't care about this, because, again, it's not a keyword. Where is your education? Bachelor's of BA. Okay, so that's why that education is there. That's fine. What is this? Web development, full stack? Maybe you want that there, but... All right, so... we have already kind of the most important part of the resume, which is the first half, and it is wasted. All right? The most important part of your resume, first half, and the keywords. Your keywords and qualification are the best, all right? I want you to think of it like a restaurant. When you go to the resume restaurant, the thing you want the most are the keywords and qualifications in bullet points. It'd be like going to a fantastic pizza place and they have a really good salad as an appetizer and they focused all on the salad, but you really went here for this. This is the main course, all right? Right here. And people can't even see it from this angle. Have to scroll down. So now let's look at actually this. Mentor 200 plus students providing hands-on guidance, modern web framework development practices such as React, TypeScript, and PostSQL. Not bad, but I'm missing JavaScript, React, and Angular, HTML, CSS. Those are, for front end, the most important ones. This reads a little bit more like full stack, but still, that's not terrible. I actually like this. I like what you did. It's not terrible. I just need a little bit more. Fosters, focus, collaborative, venture, and again, this is not the keywords. You can say this stuff, but I need the keywords. If you're applying for an internship, you need to show that you can work together with people, not so much for a full-time position. They're going to assume that, and hopefully you can. Hopefully you can work well with others. Identified and supported during the student venture. Again, this is not, it's nice, but this is not what I'm looking for, and here's why. So look, I have to go all the way down here before I get to the first 3 keywords that I need. And these are kind of like secondary keywords. They're not even the first one. I really want JavaScript. React is one. React is a good one. So I have to go all the way down there. Recruiters are probably going to get tired after this. They're not going to see what they want, and then they're going to skip over it. So, deliver the research and develop apps web using Angular, React, TypeScript, and MongoDB. This is solid. I like it. Also, your timeline. Okay, so there's a couple of issues here formatting-wise that are not just here. With the exception of education, anytime you create a date in a work or project section, I need to know the month. Because what this could be is you started in December of 2021 and you quit in January 2025, which is 3 years, right? That's not terrible, or 4 year, whatever. But it could be the opposite. It could be you started in January 2021 and you quit in 2025 later this year. So I need dates. And quite frankly, I don't know if you need this. This is nice. This is a project. But why would you put this over this? Like, if you literally... Here's the sad thing is, if you deleted all of this right here, literally all of this part, you would probably get more interviews. Like, this is good. This is solid. You've been there for 5 years. It's from whatever media. You used Angular, React, TypeScript, MongoDB. I'd want a little bit more keywords than that. Enhanced Microsoft app. UI is a keyword. UI can be one. Bug fixes, data, third-party app. Yeah, I need more keywords. Oh, here they are. API. There's one. Yeah, I don't have enough keywords, but your resume would be infinitively better if you just let this off. Now, what you can have under this is projects or what's it called? What's it called? Helping others. Oh my God, Lee, no, don't forget this word. What is it called? Like charity work, right? But why are you putting that above it? So I am missing enough keywords, right? I am missing enough keywords. I don't have enough keywords. I only really found like 5, and I really need JavaScript, HTML, CSS. Those are really, really key, and I need those. But if you just fix the formatting and then put this to a projects or a charity section and then added a couple of keywords here, I think you're going to be good. Like, there's a lot wrong with this resume, but I don't think there's a lot that you need to do to fix it, if that makes sense. It should only be like maybe an hour or 2, and then you should be good. So now, because you are in chat, I'm going to go over this with you in more detail. We're going to work on fixing sentences. And for the YouTube video, I will see y'all in the next resume, which will be right now. Aha. This is a recruiter being very stressed out. This person did tell me they were a back-end software engineer, which is good. The problem is back-end is not enough. I need to know if you're Python, if you're Java, if you're C or C++. And they didn't give me any notes, and they didn't tell me how many they submitted, so I don't know. I don't know how good or bad this resume could be. I have nothing to judge it based on but what I can see, so all I know for sure is that what I'm going to want to see is Cloud, SQL, and API, and then depending on what kind of backend, it's going to depend entirely on the keywords. So hopefully I will be able to determine it. Hopefully it'll smack me in the face. We'll see. All right. Show me backend anything. Yes. That's what somebody in my chat said, and I fully agree. So since I don't have an application interview ratio, MS, this is formatted okay. This is fine. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Typically, open to relocate isn't going to be that much. You really do want to be located in the city or state they're in. Even if you are willing to relocate on your own dime, some hiring managers are iffy on it. And considering how many relocations I've done in my career and how often they can go bad, I fully understand why. So there should be a space between these, but that's minor formatting issues. Developed a WebSocket or TypeScript in Node. Okay. Scalable Redis, Mongo. Okay. API. Nope. Using Java. Okay. Java and Spring. That's good. AWS is good. API is good. This is okay. I'm assuming this is Java. Okay. So I think this is Java. This actually does read a bit like Java. And like I said, I need to update my Java keywords because no Java developer ever tells me until I'm in the middle of the resume. So I'm assuming this is a back-end Java position, in which case I'm going to need Java, Cloud, Spring, Selenium, SQL, anything involving JS, JavaScript. I know technically JS is JavaScript, but they have it at the end of it and it can mean different things. Maven, full stack is a bonus, Apache, Rust, AIML, NLP, LLM. Along with, I think, Kubernetes as well. So the problem I have here is I don't see any of that here, right? I see API, which is okay, and Node, but I prefer Java. So this is a little bit different. But this is good because we have Kafka, which I think is when we have Apache. We have API. Let's read the actual things here. Enhance an existing API using Java Spring to optimize data migration, supporting seamless migration for 300 companies. Okay. I'd prefer you to explain that a little bit better, but you do have the keywords. Optimize CRUD, reducing query times. Nothing here I really need. It does have MySQL, which can be one, but the rest of it I feel like is a little wasted. But it's good that you have MySQL. So this actually isn't a terrible resume. Yeah, this isn't bad, honestly. My biggest issue with this in general is that you started with a mobile app developer, and there's not a lot of the equivalent skills I need there until we then go back into software, backend Java. But this isn't terrible. I think this sentence could probably be a little clearer to people that don't know what you do. Your very first sentence in each bullet point needs to be a generalized description of your job duties that a toddler can understand, and I don't think this is it. But overall, I would say this is like a B- resume. I do worry. I think the biggest thing is the fact that they may go to here and then stop reading. But overall, it's okay. I think this is a B- resume. I think this can definitely pass because they've got SQL, they've got Java, they have API, they have AWS. It's a little too technical. I honestly think it's a little over-engineered, but it does get the job done and it does work. So let's go to the next resume. This is a resume review of a full stack dev. This is their second time submitting. They said they fixed the formatting and they focused on adding keywords. So for a full stack dev, which again, thank you for telling me that you are one. This way I can actually get the keywords right here. We are looking for TypeScript, JavaScript, CSS, HTML, Node, Angular, SQL, React, API, REST, Cloud, Agile, CI/CD, and a bonus would be any extra languages such as Python, C, Java, or Git. This person has a 150 ratio, which ain't good. That is not what we want. Ideally, we want to move that down to a 50-1. So, formatting wise, if you are a U.S. citizen or green card holder, instead of putting city and state here, you should move it down one line to where this black line is. Put U.S. citizen or green card holder in, and then put your city and state. If you are not a U.S. citizen or green card holder, you are probably going to look at about 3 times as many applications to get the same result, because not a lot of companies are sponsoring right now. So these giant black lines that go across the entire resume are not really needed. The formatting here is fine enough. So let's see. It also, I can't tell if you're looking for an internship or not, but computer lab assistant, guiding students. We want past tense. Everything here should be past tense. So it should be guided, even if you're still doing it, should be past tense. Guided students in developing problem-solving skills and effective program design strategies in Java, C++, JavaScript, and Python. So the problem with this is we have too much of everything. This is where, if we're focusing on full stack, what we want are these. Yes, it's nice to have additional languages, but again, these are bonuses. The bonuses shouldn't be up front there. Like, I don't really care about Java and C++. I care about JavaScript. I care about TypeScript. I care about HTML. I care about CSS. And it doesn't look like I have that. No, here I do. This is fine. Redesign a company's website using Elementor, which I don't think I care about. PHP, which, again, that's like a bonus keyword. JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. Good. Optimizing multimedia content and developing plugins for speed and performance. Applied HTML practice. Okay. These are fine. Again, but I am missing TypeScript. I am missing Angular. I'm missing Node, and I'm missing SQL. And I really want those in the first half of the resume, because this is a bit of a generalized resume, right? Like, I understand that Java and C++ and Python are backend, but you don't say that here. And in addition to that, I'm missing TypeScript, which is pretty key. Most of the jobs that I saw required TypeScript. So we want to tweak this resume, and your keywords are off. Again, your formatting, while not perfect, is not terrible. This is still very legible. It's still easy to read. And now we get to the point where, yes, it's now easy to read, but I'm not finding the stuff I need to read it. So here is great, but I don't need really the Python. I just need the TypeScript, React, Fast API, Next.js, and AWS. I don't really need the EC2, but I do need the AWS. And the problem is they may not even get down to here. Because I really want them here, because you focused a lot on the Java and C++, and it really seems like that's the stuff I'm looking for is an afterthought. So, to summarize, we need better keywords, right? That's the thing. You need to focus on this stuff. This stuff right here that I'm bolding, which do not bold in your actual resume, are going to get you a job. So, is this probably better than your last one? Yes, but I'm still missing stuff. And it seems like you really focused on the back-end stuff rather than the full stack stuff. And yes, I'm aware of how that sounds, but there is possible that a recruiter is not necessarily aware of the difference between full stack and back-end, and that full stack is back-end and front-end. And if we're looking for a full stack, these are the most common keywords as of the last time I did it. And again, I'm kind of missing Node, Angular, and TypeScript. And the stuff I am looking for, like JavaScript and HTML, you kind of buried behind them. So we need to focus. Now, if you want a full stack resume resume and a backend resume, that's okay. We can focus on C in one, we can focus on Java in the other, we can focus on full stack in the third. That's cool. That's totally fine. But right now, this is not a focused full stack developer resume, and that is going to be part of your problem. So does it pass? Kinda. If they're able to read all the way down, yes, because these right here are arguably the most important parts, and they're kind of all the way at the bottom, which isn't great. So you need this stuff in the first half, and if you want to switch your projects with your work experience, that's okay. In fact, I think I would recommend doing that, is instead of work experience, you just do volunteer work and put that where the projects is and put the projects up top. That is what I would recommend, because these are more relevant keywords than these. And let's go to the next resume. This is a resume of a business analyst. This person did not give me anything about their situation, but they did say they had a 1 in 25 ratio. So I'm expecting this resume to be good. What we're looking for as a business analyst is SQL, data analysis, Tableau, Power BI, Looker, cross-functional from IC to stakeholders and managers, multitask projects, explain complex topics to non-technical people, and Excel, Advanced, Word, and PowerPoint. So, formatting-wise could be better, and I'm not a huge fan of summaries, but let's see. Yeah, I don't really see that. So, established company provided with content business need. Interesting. Oversaw the implementation KPI, defining business requirements. Was this actually a 1 to 25? I hope you are in the chat, or you let me know in the comments below, because I'm actually not finding anything. Are these the positions you're looking for? This is interesting, because I don't see anything here that I would be looking for. I see like cross-functional, which is 1, but that's like all the way down here. I don't even see anything here besides Agile, which is Let's see, can I power post implementation, reporting? Is there BI? No, mobile. Yeah. I mean, these are the keywords I'd looking for, but I don't see it. So, formatting wise, it's okay. Again, could be a little better. None of this needs to be bolded. I don't know why this is succeeding. I'll be honest. I really want you to tell me if this is 1 to 25, if you were correct in that assessment, if those were first stage interviews, because I actually don't see it from a business analyst perspective. So, but you were also applying in Sydney and Tokyo, and it's very possible that that is a different job type than where I am used to. So, yeah, I don't see it. I don't get it. There's more than one ways to do it. Let me know if this is accurate, because I don't know if this would get past what my managers would be looking for, truthfully. Projects in the fire and containment. Yeah, I don't think I would personally move this forward based on the positions that I have recruited for, unless the manager is looking for something very specific, such as like the training, which is nice. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Am I wrong here? I would very much like to find out. Let's go to this is the last resume. I will see you in the next video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to submit yours, the link is down below. It's free. Or come onto my Twitch, and I will answer any questions. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Headless Headhunter at twitch.tv. And I will see you there.